welcome back. Another episode of Key to the City podcast. It's your favorite Kinfolllk, Keone G, or Mr. Key to the City, whatever we want to call me. Appreciate everybody out there that's been supporting, liking, sharing, whatever you've been doing to spread the word about the podcast. I sure enough appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but you did. And we're just going to keep this thing rolling, man. We've been out here in the SIP, Jacktown, for a whole week now, covering the Jackson Indie Music Week. And, man, I should have had you on that joint. But anyway, we're talking about it. Covering Jackson Indie Music Week. And had the opportunity to meet a lot of artists while I'm out here, man. It's a lot of talent, not only in Jackson, but in the SIP altogether. And it's just good being exposed to them and them having a platform where they can expose themselves and reach a larger audience. And that's part of the platform here at Key to the City, is to recognize them while they're on their journey. And this episode is no different. Super excited about this episode right here, man. We got a young cat that's been making some noise out here. When I say young, I'm talking about young. Yes, like Frankie Lyman's back in the day. He don't know about Frankie Lyman's, but nah. He a young cat that's been making some noise out here. He's straight out of Philly, Mississippi, Philadelphia. He done came all the way down here to the Jack to sit in the city with us. You probably heard him on projects like the SIP Project. Right. Also, the D I Love song, repping JSU. Yes, what? That junk that was going crazy during the football season. It's your man right here, bro. And although he's very young, like I say, he's a teenager on the verge of manhood. He has very mature content. We're going to talk more about his projects, more about his background, what got him started, what's his future plans, and a little bit of the history of the city that he comes from. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kinfolllk, welcome to the city. My young Kinfolllk, Malik Ka, what's going on, pimpin'?
Good, my boy.
Glad to have you here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Glad y'all made it in, a long trip.
Oh, yeah. Good hour.
Well, we're going to try to make it worth it, bro. How your day been going so far?
Been going good, man. You know what I'm saying? Took me a little nap before I got here.
Oh, yeah. You got to do that. And you a young buck, so that must mean you really on your grind if you got to have naps already.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, glad to have you here in the city, man, during Indie Music Week. Yes, I wish you would have been up there performing, but we're going to try to make that happen next year and get with Q. Oh, yeah. We're going to lock that in.
I bet.
And, but, bro, just tell my audience a little bit about you before we get into further detail with the music. Straight out of Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Yeah, right. Just, you know what I'm saying, straight out of Philly, young, and creative, very creative artist, you know what I'm saying, versatile, big thing.
Now, Philly a pretty small town, right?
Right, very, very small.
Y'all got a Walmart?
Yeah, we got a Walmart though. We got a Walmart though.
Well, y'all legit then.
Oh yeah, it's a good little, you know, city. But when you come in, you coming out.
Coming right back out.
Right back out.
Well, with you being a young artist, you know, a lot of people say it's hard to get recognized in Mississippi by itself, and especially when you're not coming from the capital city, Jackson,
right,
but coming from a much smaller town. What's that experience like? And as well, like Philadelphia has like a broad history of civil rights eras and issues back in the day. I want to know the experience of you coming from a small town like that and just growing up in an environment like that.
Basically, man, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, growing up there, you get used to things like that, you know, like knowing the history and stuff like that. So you're not too like, oh, it's probably, you know, racism here, racism there, because you already used to it, you know, you done lived there. But basically, like you said, it's the opportunity, you know, from being from that small town, and it's preferably known for country. You know, everything's country, and everybody's not just like, oh yeah, we finna, you know, grind for this guy that's with the rapping or whatever. So basically, you just, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta be, you know what I'm
How do you spread the word about your skill set, your music in an area like that?
But you got to go around. That's the type of place you just got to go around. But really, everybody knows everybody. That's what's crazy. But you just got to go around, because people, I don't know if you heard this before, but it's just Mississippi. I don't know. It's about when you making it out, or, you know, it seems like you want to make it out. People seem like they, you know, start being distant then, because they like, oh, you leaving me here, you know, stuff like that. Like, oh, you leaving me here, so it's harder to.
You highlighting their insecurities, man.
Yeah.
You're making them feel like they doing something that you doing something they can't
do. Yeah.
People don't like that, bro.
Yeah, they don't like that.
But you just got to keep pushing and doing right. So, I mean, compared to Jackson, I'm sure there's not a lot of studios you can hit up.
Oh, it's zero studios. It's zero studios. I don't think there's no type of studio in Philadelphia.
So you invest in yourself?
Yes, sir. Invested in myself. Got a home studio. I done built up since I was like 15 to now. Just, you know what I'm saying, every Christmas, birthday, or any chance I could just be like, you know, can I get this? You know, can I get this mic? Or can I get the, you know, build up? Yeah, just got to where I am. And it's been a long journey, but, you know.
Piece that thing together.
Right, piece it together.
Well, bro, checking out your music, man, you're very versatile, like you said. And before we dive a little bit deeper into it, I want to know some of your influences coming up, or even now. Who are some of the artists that you look up to?
Well, big person Drake, just because the versatility or whatever. But I can't really just put my, you know, my tongue on one person or my finger on one person, because I'm listening to everything. Like, I listen to country, I listen to rock, heavy metal, like pop.
Sound like me, bro.
Right, everything really. I'm just into music, basically. So my inspiration is just from any artist. It can even be an artist that's not even mainstream yet. I get inspired by just other artists and seeing other people do what they do. So that's basically how it is.
Like we said, you still fairly young, man.
Yes,
Pushing 18 soon. Like, what do you see yourself trying to take your career at this point? Are you thinking that far out?
Oh yeah, definitely thinking that far out. I see myself building my brand bigger than what it is. Like, I want to get to a point to where I can be able to sign people myself, you know, and have my own like label or whatever. And like I said, just sign people myself. My brand is a brand, like, you know,
Malik.
Right,
Malik
Cash, right.
Put that dollar sign in there.
Put that dollar. Yeah, you gotta put that dollar sign.
What age were you when you really decided that you're gonna start taking it serious, try to make a career out of it?
Well, I just tell you,
obviously you had to have your parents behind you.
Oh yeah, and very supportive. I'm grateful for that, because you know some parents.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh no,
Cut that racket off in there.
Right.
You know,
cut that racket out of there. You know, but how it started is weird, because it was like one summer. I want to say I was around 14, you know, in middle school, and my cousin, he was playing in software Mixcraft, and that's what I used.
Okay.
And he was playing in Mixcraft, and I'm like, "What you doing over there?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm over here making a song." Like, making a song? I'm like, how you doing that here? I always used to think you had to go to a studio.
Right.
I never knew you could do it, you know, but I was young though. So he was like, he was like, "Yeah, I'm in here making a song." So he showed me the song, and I'm like, "This sounds like a real song, like legit song that'll be on the radio or whatever." He was like, "Yeah." So he kind of just taught me everything in it, like the basics. And from there, he even was surprised. Like now, like he was like, "You done went so far now just from off of the stuff I showed you." So right then, I was so into wanting to do music after that. And like I said, I just kept every Christmas, every birthday I could just get like a laptop. You know, I got my laptop. That was the first thing I got, was my laptop. Got the software, played in there until I got good at it. And then I got headphones. Then I got like this little Samsung Go mic. I don't know if you know, that little Samsung Go mic. And that's what I was recording off of. It was good for what it was, but it was bad. Ooh, it was bad. You had my manager Q, man. It was
so
bad.
You produce your own music?
Yeah, I don't make the beats.
But you arrange like
I arrange. You know,
I call it P Diddy style. You know what sounds
right.
Good.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
How would you describe your style, like your music? What separates you from the next cat that's trying to break down the barriers?
I would say I'm creative, and what separates me is me being myself. That's the only way I can really say, because if you're being yourself, there's only one you. God made only one you, you know. So if you being yourself, then there's nobody else that can be you. They can try to imitate you, but they can't be you. So that's what separates me from, you know, thousands of other people, is me just being myself. What, you know, creative. If I want to make a country song, I'm gonna do it my way, but I'm gonna make that country song, you know. So
you got one out right now, a country song?
I don't got one out, but I do have one that I have made.
Man, would I be interested in hearing that junk by you? I want to see how you'll spin it.
Okay.
But so don't let that go.
Oh no,
keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Key to the City podcast. We got my kinfolk Malik Cash in the building with us. So you've been making a lot of noise out here, man, slowly but surely. You open up for artists like Moneybagg Yo, YSL. What's that experience like? You feel like it made you feel like you was on the right path?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. It's just being able to see somebody else that's really in the industry that's been doing this for a minute. You've been growing up listening to is crazy to just to go before them and just and after you performing, seeing what they do and studying their moves and studying
That's
what
smart.
they do on stage
Yeah.
and just basically taking notes. I didn't get the chance to meet Moneybagg, which I wanted to, but just being able to just sideline watch
Right.
was good for me then.
Right.
I'm a student. I'm a student in the rap, and I'll take, so I'm very good at just watching what somebody does and, learning from it. So
That's dope.
That was great.
And you was also on the SIP project, which was a combination of multiple artists
Right.
From Mississippi. And I know that was produced by Zaytoven, right?
Right. And we're still currently in it right now. We're still doing challenges and we're still meetings and stuff like that. So it's not over
Break
yet.
it down for me a little bit. The SIP project, how did you get involved with it?
It was crazy because we were always looking for opportunities, me and my manager and my team. And my manager had ended up coming across something on social media. It was like, submit your video in. You'll have a chance to, make songs with Zaytoven and be with his mentor, Pastor Davis, or whatever. So we submitted a video in, and we won out of 300 some people. We won out of
I ain't surprised.
Right, we won out of 300 some people, and we got into the semifinal round, which was out of 30 people, and we had to perform for Zaytoven and his mentor, in front of him or whatever. And then I played Black Coffee, by the way, which is a song that
Dope track,
got
man.
out right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fire.
on
Super
YouTube.
fire. Y'all check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all make sure to check that out for sure.
I think that's my favorite one, but keep
Oh
going.
yeah, that was my favorite one too. That was
yeah.
my favorite one
Yeah.
too. But out of 30 people, we won that, and then now we're like where we are now, in the process of finna go to the next level. But honestly, the SIP project in a whole is not really just about competition and about just like going at each other and all this. Like at the end of the day, somebody wins, but really we become a family, and we want to like showcase that any young person out in the world that has a talent can do something positive for their city or their state or just anywhere in general.
Facts.
So the SIP project is mostly about that. It's about getting the young people to do something positive with their talents.
What was that experience like meeting Zaytoven?
Man,
You
that
get to have a
right there-
conversation with him?
Yes, every time we meet. So it's crazy because when you think of Zaytoven, you think of like a legend in the game.
Facts.
He's done,
Yeah.
music with like all the artists you think of
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So, like, yeah, it's crazy. And not only that, I speak to him. He's very humble, and he helps every way he can. Like you will see him to this day, like on the live or whatever, like helping artists all the time. So just being able to actually be in tune with him. And he's actually listening to my music one-on-one and like, oh yeah, that right there is hard. That's probably one of the ones that can, blow up right now.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that come out his mouth before. So that's
What?
that's
He
crazy.
ain't lying to you, man.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
just like you mentioned, Black Coffee, y'all definitely need to check that out.
Oh, yeah,
check
for
out the
sure.
visual for it as well.
For sure.
It's dope. But that was on the Life of a Teenager project, right?
Yes, sir.
Which sound like the Life of a Grown Man project, because he talking about a lot of various topics, man, and it's super dope. You dropped that joint last year.
Yes, sir.
Was that your debut?
Yeah, it was kind of, I want to say kind of, it was my debut for being serious for sure. So,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
When I produced some good quality music, so it was like my debut for that. But the moment coming soon, and that right there is what's going to set me different from all the rest of the stuff I have done.
All right. And before we get into that one, like, I'm always interested. We talked about it a little bit off camera, like the dynamic of being young and in the game. And I think of your Lil Waynes, I think of your Bow Wows.
Right.
Lil Wayne wasn't allowed to cuss till he was like 18, I believe.
yeah.
So one, I want to know who's keeping you focused at such a young age on your career, and in the event that you, some of the songs just have a little profanity in it, but
Right.
do you feel like your parents give you like freedom to express yourself?
They give me a like they say all the time. They give me a freedom to express myself to an extent, but they definitely my mom be like, whatever you say in your songs, you know what I'm saying, that's your way of expressing yourself. So, you know, some things I let slide or things like that. But it's definitely been, like, I'm very grateful for my team or whatever, like my mom and my manager, Q, you know, my sisters, my brothers, because they just very in tune. Like, anything, when I say I got to do something with the music, they're on it. Like, they're right there on it. Just whenever it is, they're on it. So I'm
But you don't never feel awkward when you
I never feel awkward. I guess it's just because I'm used to always doing it. I've been an entertainer since my mama said I was in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? I've been an entertainer since then. So it's just, it's I've been used to it.
And probably when you was little, they were saying, do that dance you used to do.
Yes. I used to get paid for dancing to Michael Jackson songs.
Hey.
Like, I used to be out there, they give you $10, $20.
Yeah.
They were like, let little boy can dance or whatever. I can't dance like that no more, but now I just got the rapping skills now.
Yeah.
But shoot, you know what I'm saying? I always been an entertainer. I love making people laugh and just anything. I wanted to do movies before I started rapping, which
I can see that coming in your future.
Still do, exactly.
I definitely see that coming in your future. Let's talk about the moment.
Yes, sir.
New project coming.
Real soon.
We got a date on it yet?
No, sir. Not yet. We still in the process of, you know, picking songs and production and stuff like that. But it's coming real soon. Promise everybody it's coming real soon.
What's the meaning behind the title to you?
To me, personally, the moment kind of means like you're at that level of you're looking up at your peak, and you're like, yeah, it's about the time where I show everybody my time. This is my time to shine. This is my time, or I show everybody what I'm actually about. Like, when you think about it, when you're doing something, you in this like long period of time where you're like, dang, I just feel like giving up. Like, I just feel like stopping.
Yeah.
I just, you know what I'm saying, because what I'm doing is not working. I'm putting all this time in, all this grind, it's not working. But that's the time when you really, like, you're really finna blow up.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you feel like quitting is when you want to blow up. So I feel like the moment is when you're at that time right then, and you're like, nah, I got to show them actually who Malik Cash is, or whoever, you know what I'm saying, if you, whoever you are, show them this is my moment. This is the moment.
Well, so I see it in your eyes. They're fine.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. Oh, yeah.
I just got a few more questions for you, man. I'm sure you've been keeping up with all the success going on in Jackson State.
Yes, sir.
Coach Prime and came through and created a wave of success, and people are hopping on the train, and you was a part of that success and that excitement when you dropped the I Love track.
Right.
I already know where the inspiration from it came from, but what sparked you to do that? When did you say this would be a perfect time to jump it off, or what? Was it planned?
It was all kind of planned. Me and my manager kind of, you know, spoke about it like prime time in there. This season finna be, you know, different because we, you know what I'm saying, not saying they wasn't a good team before, but it's just even better. they even better team now, you know. But yeah, I ain't gonna. I won't say that.
I'll take that.
I'm not from here, so I ain't gonna say that.
I'll take it for you.
I ain't, you know what I'm saying, but yeah. So they even better team now with Prime there. So we just like everything's adding up. It was kind of planned. Everything's adding up, and we know a couple of alumni from Jackson State, and just. That's one of the colleges I want to go to.
How you get? How was the response? You know, the Blue and White Nation go pretty hard.
Yeah, man, I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous dropping it because me being young and not I haven't been to college yet, so I don't really know, you know what people like to hear. And also, before I did the song, I didn't really know too much about Jackson State, like enough to make a song to be like, oh yeah, I know about this and the corner and the crevice or all that. Yeah. So I had to do my research, a little bit more research on Jackson State. And then I was like, when I made the song, I'm like, man, I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping they like it, man. I'm hoping they like it. But then again, I'm like, it's a very good song. Everybody else telling me, you know, that knows about Jackson State, it's a very good song. So I was like, I'm going to give it to them.
Have y'all tried to reach out, do any type of collaboration as far as the song is concerned?
With like Be I Love?
Yeah. In the school?
Yeah. Hey, what's his name? Is
it athletic career?
He's a basketball player.
Oh,
what's his name?
Is he still playing now?
I don't know if he's still playing now. He's a bigger guy, but
Big guy?
yeah, we
Was
tried
he
to do like
ESPN?
we tried to do like a collab with him.
I
With the Day I Love thing. It it didn't work out, but
think you're talking about Big Tom.
I
I don't
forget
know.
it now.
But you know who you
yeah,
are,
I know.
brother.
Yeah, you know who he is, my guy.
Oh.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
Now, every artist has their own definition of success. So before we get out of here, I want to know what would be a successful career for Malik Cash? Is some people want to make a lot of money, some people just want to have longevity, some people want to have a cult following where no matter what they put out, how old they get, they can always do shows.
Right.
Like, what's success for you?
My success is, I would say, just because I want to make timeless music. I want people, like, to this day, you still listen to Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I'm saying, Prince, or, people like that, you still listen to those songs to this day. He might be dead and gone, but you're still going to listen to his songs.
Right.
Like Juice WRLD, you still going to listen to his songs. So I just want, my success is being able to get into this, to get into the game and stick it. Like, I'll never leave type of thing. So that's my success.
But bro, you're definitely on your way. You got it in you. I'm not just pumping your head up either. He has some jams out there, people.
Oh,
I
yeah.
definitely want to check them out. You write your own stuff?
Oh, yes, sir, but I hardly write them now. I punch in.
What?
Yeah.
I always intrigued by how y'all do that, man. My brain don't work fast enough.
It takes practice, I guess, because before I was writing everything, but I guess since you write so much, then you just like, when you think about it, you're like, when you're writing, you're doing the same thing when you're punching in. You thinking of it, you're putting it down. Thinking of putting it down. Just when you go in there, think of it and say it.
Is it harder to memorize your songs with doing it like that when you perform?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know it's more creative though. I tell people like this: when you're thinking just dead off of the head, you can think of more creative stuff. But when you wrote it, it's kind of more planned. It's kind of like, so you won't do like these different sounds that might have been like your hit, that might have been stuck in somebody's head, but you already had it planned, kind of. Not saying that writing is bad or nothing, because I'm saying it's good for like the lyrics and stuff like that. And some people are real good at writing, but just sometimes when you could just let your mind flow and be very creative is what makes a good song.
I dig that. How can my audience keep up with you, man? Everything you got going on, follow you, purchase your music.
Oh yeah, keep up me on Instagram, The Real Malik Cash. I got a YouTube, Malik Cash here 350. That's mostly where I post on social medias. I got a TikTok also, The Real Malik Cash too. You can hit me up on there, doing like little skits, little
He on there
funny
like that.
videos and stuff. Yeah, I ain't no dancer or nothing. I like doing like some little funny skits and stuff,
Okay,
music skits.
They say
and
that
things like
TikTok
that.
help, man.
Oh yeah, TikTok, it pushes. I did like a video when you pertaining to my music. It was the Morgan Wallen and Lil Durk song,
Yeah.
and it blew up. I'm talking about like 400K views, and people was going crazy over that. It was just me walking to the refrigerator, walking back to my room, kind of like bumping one of the Morgan Wallen songs. People don't know that I listen to Morgan Wallen. So when I said after I was like after what did I say? I was like that Lil Durk and Morgan Wallen song got me like this, and I was playing one of his songs and I was bouncing to it.
It's a whole different artist on that TikTok, man.
Oh yeah.
It goes a long way, brother. But we glad to have you here in the city with us, man. We applaud everything you're doing. We're definitely going to support you, bro.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be keeping up with you, watching you, and I'm excited for your trajectory, man. You got a dope team behind you.
Thank
Stay focused, bro.
Always.
Keep making dope content. Stay away from the groupies. Most of them,
Yeah. I stay away from them now.
Yeah, do that, bro. And you're going to be all right. Because like I say, your style, your content, your flow at 17,
Right.
you about to be a monster out here, man. So
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm not surprised at none of the future success you about to attain. So this has been another episode of Keep to the City podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go support this king, Malik Cash.
Yes, sir.
You know who it is. It's your favorite Kinfolllk, Mr. Key to the City. We'll see y'all next week. And y'all come out and support Jackson Indie Music Week and all Mississippi artists. Peace, love, blessings. We out.